Orianna instead.
I mean, chances are that this game is probably going to go late. It's game number 5. This is your access point into the playoffs, or excuse me, the MSI group stage. You don't want to gamble it on something like a Kassadin, maybe. You don't have the wave clear that you need, so you go for something a bit more stable, a bit more low variance, like the Orianna, who could just wave clear for days. And then you
again, this is a classic for this team, camping for the top laner. There's the flash committed. Boss going to use his flash as well. Will they go for the dive? They sidestep the rupture. Zeros wants the first blood, but he's not going to get it.
They're not able to find it. Meliodas does fall down because of the area that you can cover between the rupture and the silence. But
Pallet there finds the taunt onto Gadget, who's going to have to flash pretty soon here. Devour, though, actually maybe going to make me a liar, but Santa's not going to be the target. Tom Kent on the table for first blood, but not enough damage.
And the
Nanasic already here, though. They've taken so long for this dive.
Here comes Orianna as well.
TP in. I think they have to pull away, but Meliodas caught by the rupture. Going to get silenced, going to get knocked up by a Nanasic Vault Breaker, but the first blood goes over. It's actually Meliodas that gets it, and Nanasic now maybe on trouble as Nor finds the snipe. He will go down to the turret, but Nomad's already burnt his flash. Can't really chase. The shockwave is beautiful, though, but Meliodas going to land the slow. They might even fancy going in for it, but no, Nomad's able to grab the kill.
And from the mid lane, Nomad's walks up there. So we were talking a lot about the mechanic and kind of the mechanical breakdown of the Buffalo's players. The mechanics were back on point when they attempted to execute this dive. Unfortunately, the rotations were not, but hold that.
Yep, Santa's already in trouble. That's going to be Big Cora cleaning up the kill. They do complete the dive with Ashe absent.
See, I agree with this one.
Too much longer.
Disengage. Run.
Bubble, long range, doesn't find the target. Bosto is going to be the one to go for. Oh, and that's actually really big misstep there from Meliodas. Is only level 5 pallet, no flash, so can't really chase. Null did get a GLP off the ground, but only gets a slow and can't find a follow-up.
But now bot lane, there's the arrow.
What an ulti. Big Cora gonna get snapped to pieces. And Nanasic chasing in with a chilling spite. Now Pallet gonna get ultied in. The bot lane for Vega once again has their jungle visit, and it's 2 kills over.
Just nailed him. Gadget making that Ashe pick really count for him. Gadget and Santas made an early rotation. Gadget still down there, does have TP. He's now pulled it now.
Yep, could be a big fight over the Rift Herald here. Zeros gonna get jumped on, forced to flash over, and Nanasic follows with the ulti. Boss over the top, feasts on Zeros. A shockwave does miss for Nomads, but still already the first pick done for Vega.
We're going to call it a zoning shockwave right there. And all Nomads needs to do is to get his ball laid down in that little choke point. So waiting for Drowsy, will probably step back forward, and he's just going to keep all 3 of those PVB members at bay.
Good poke here, though, again from the Ezreal and the Zoe. Rift Tower not getting done that quickly here. Continuing to charge in and poke down. Big chunk there onto Gadget. Boss trying to zone them out of the way. A great silence there. And when the Rift Herald done, I don't think they're going to get too much here. Pallet does have the flash. It is the TP, and PVB committing for a play. Meliodas looking to go over the top, but he can't make it over the wall. Pallet finds a 2-man taunt. Zera going to get himself the kill. Santa's maybe forfeit next.
They're going to check and look for the dive.
Nanasic moving in. The next Q doesn't land. Nor tries to find it. Goes Drowsy, does the Tom Kench. And that's Big Coro picking up a sitter.
And something will get back for the Buffaloes here. They're also going to try to pick up Boss. Surely he will fall right now. Grab the minion wave, maybe a top tower.
Kill shot accuracy looking good right now. And there's the order from Meliodas saying, don't need accuracy with that one.
That was just dodgeball up there. He like popped the righteous glory. He's like, wait, what way is it going to be?
Once you start chasing, usually don't have to stop for too long. Rift Herald, though, is channeled mid. Abyssal Voyage was committed also for Santas, so Vega do answer back and get a turret for themselves. But once again, the gold lead has flip-flopped back. Creditor actually answering relatively well. Noldo is starting to really open up the game. True Shot Barrage and the Shock Blast almost made it a one-shot.
Okay, this is literally a game of dodgeball for Vega Squadron. Here we go.
Yeah, No Man's chunked again. But Nanasic already here to answer. Actually, it's found Meliodas TP in from Vega. Arrow's going to land in as well, but Meliodas with a great stopwatch as Pallet swoops in with a hero's entrance. There's the ulti out of the way, but now Pallet's going to try and get out of there. No incentive to re-engage down. Look for the assassination. PVP able to grab the carries. Orianna, though, still alive, but Big Coro over the wall takes down the jungler. And Fongbu Buffalo just brute forcing their way through Vega.
And the thing is that Vega Squadron didn't find the engage. They didn't make it work with all of those big cooldowns. And once they were expended, you can see how the Buffalo's competition just immediately rolls over you. And it was the worst time. So at least finding something right now, looking to step up towards this dragon.
They're going.
The cooldown is down.
Not going to get it, but Nanasic into the bounce house. That's going to be Meliodas dead, though, but PVB just unrelenting in their pressure, and Nanasic will die. Zeros now still off to the side, but he's going to try and take down Nomads with him. The shot down from the Kench, but Null able to grab the Orianna instead as Boss going to get kited out by Big Cor, and he should fall as well. Rupture is good. The last Q won't quite connect, but just Stroker, there's nowhere to go. Last few autos make it happen, and that's an ace. just barely for Fongvu.
Gadget just now glass. Maybe you're paying attention to Zeros, and so Null slips underneath the radar. And if one connects,
Found Sanchez, because that's why he's dead. Blue buff over to Zeros as well. Fongvu, Buffalo gonna go for the Turbo Baron here.
This is the Hail Mary play. They know that they can't get into another poke war.
They need to poke them though, but now Vega may be turning off. The Baron resets, so the attempt is done.
Oh, it's desperation.
Oh, Big what a flash. Oh. Got chunked by the shockwave, but did not die.
Vega they're getting desperate. They don't have a shockwave. They're approaching the Baron again just because they want to try to zone people off. They're now cut away from where they need to be. You can see Ezreal preparing the wave in the mid lane.
Santas and Boss just move out with the Abyssal Voyage. Null also going to take a recall. Does have Spellbook if he can swap to TP. If they want to go back in, so they should be able to get it here. PVB not moving in just yet. Shockwave finds 2.
But no follow-up.
Boss though, maybe another target. He's not that tanky. Pallet looking for the taunt, will find it. Fight's going to break out. That's dead. Meliodas able to find the snipe. But as Ananasik in onto Zeros, he's forced to flash away. Null again trying to find it, but Gadget forced away as Ananasik does get the kill onto Zeros. However, Pallet looking to make the plays once again. He's got the flash, but he does not commit it. Null looking for the angles. Oh, we almost found Gadget with the bubble. And
it was another situation where every man for themselves. As soon as all of the ultimates went down, Vega Squadron like, we have to get out of here. Now, this should mean that the tower possibly falls. No Man's wants to wave clear, but it's just too dangerous. If he dies, it means so much more loss.
Can't face check Null. He's just so strong at this point. I mean, Zeros, he's making the aggressive plays. He's sacrificing himself for the better of his team at this point. They do take the turret.
Now, teleport is up and available for Boss. He can try to look for a TP. You see pinging on deep wards behind them.
Yeah,
there he goes.
Vega.
Gadget's coming with him too. This is a 2-man teleport.
They can see it though. Boss in. There's Gadget though. Meliodas gonna find it up, but Big Cory gonna try and kite it out of there. Stun onto Pallet. Meliodas goes in. He's going to try and buy time. Here comes Zeros as well. Vega, you cannot kite out this comp, but they're forced to run away into stasis, but the front line falls, and Fongvu Buffalo coming alive.
They just annihilate Vega Squadron right now. If they want to go for the end, if they catch them, this can be game over. Series done right here. At very least, it's full Baron control.
PVB will take probably the most aggressive option presented to them, and right now that is going to be the Baron. Big Coro has already started it. There's even a controller in the back, so this is not a secret to Vega, but they can't face check here.
And I don't blame Vega Squadron for looking for that type of play. What I do blame is also putting the Ashe there. There was no reason to have your ADC land on top with your tank and then just instantly die. Time for Zeros on this side of the map. They are starting it up 2-man again, but I think at some point the Buffaloes just need to say that they're pulling the trigger.
Pallet may be caught out here, but it's actually going to flash out to safety. All over the top, forces the Devour out of Santas. Here comes Zeros. Good chunk, but not quite enough. Inhibitor's back up, so he knows what's going on, but this dies very quickly.
Yeah, look how it's burning.
I mean, they've got so much damage already. They've got the secure. They will grab it. Now they're going to run and not get picked off, and Zeros actually is assaulting the base. Maybe PVB can stop some backs, but they're just running straight towards him.
This is one of those scenarios. You're going to look back at these type of intense decisions. What was the clutch call? Was it the right call to give away an Elder? Because eventually, Buffaloes will have to go through this team to get to the base.
The minions!
And they're so strong.
Really clutch bubble there by Null, although Zeros has overstayed for this. It's not going to matter at this point. He's going to lose his GA. I mean, PVB are going to try and force here. They actually get the combo in onto the Cho'Gath. Boss is going to fall down. I think it's close to Stone Plate pop, but it's not enough to keep his life. And now Orianna forced to insta-cleanse. They're going to try and force them out of the base here. Already one inhib gotten. They've broken the towers almost everywhere but the Nexus.
Oh, no.
Big Coro is on point. Buffeted out of the shockwave twice now. PVB aren't stopping either. They say, we don't have a Jace, you don't have a Cho'Gath. No one can really sustain this poke. Gadget certainly cannot. Crucial barrage in, that's going to force the Devour. PVB moving in forward, going to take this inhibitor. Vega running out of health to play with here. They just cannot tank this poke for too much longer.
And they ran out of cooldowns to play with. As soon as that shockwave went down, Buffaloes were given the confidence to step back forward. It's now 2 inhibitors taken away. Like you said, it was a clutch. The call is clear from Vega. They want to try to feast steal this unless they catch out a fight.
TP in from Zeros, so they're going to try and take the jungle, but as you said, they still got the feast, even if Ananasik dies. He's got the GA, Abyssal Voyage in. They're going to try and start a team fight here. Santos, though, too far forward, and Ananasik still caught out of position. Big Coro cleanses out of the big arrow, and Meliodas finds 2. He'll look to knock them back into stasis. There's the neck down, and Ananasik will fall after the hero's entrance. Boss will be forfeit as well, and PVB might not need the Baron to end this game.
It's just 3 members alive. Can they hold against?
That's it, goodbye! That's game, PVB! It looks like they have done it. Vega can only run away from this point as PVB will surge into the base to end the game. Santa's falls. No Man's the only one left alive as PVB will push the final minions in towards the Nexus.
And all the analysts wanted is they wanted to see Zeros. This is who they came to see on that chase, and they finally got him. The ace comes through, and the Buffaloes are charging towards the Nexus.
They will earn their place on the mid-season's biggest stage in front of their home crowd. Fongbu Buffalo fought so hard to get here, but they will take the final spot in MSI groups.
And you can hear that crowd behind them. A little dance of victory, the 6th man that somehow pulled the Buffalo.
To change your plans, to fall back to something different, honestly, than what you had a lot of success with in the early stages of the tournament, and to make it look awfully close at the end of the day.
And to rewrite their narrative. No one would remember this Vega squadron as the inability to play standard. They can play standard. They hung out with the Buffaloes, but at the end of the day, you know, it was the